let's go ahead. Let's move on. Let's talk about the Bucks. They're coming off a championship year. They did lose PJ Tucker, but they were able to retain Bobby Portis this season. Do you think that they finally have gotten the monkey off their back, have gotten the the big win that they needed? Do you think that that finally, with Giannis being in a position where he's coming in as no longer the underdog, he'll be able to lead this team to back-to-back championships? Are they the favorites in your mind to win the championship, or are you taking another team from the field?
I don't really. The thing about this NBA season, I don't really know who's the favorite because I feel like every team has legitimate questions. But I do say that the Bucks are coming in with a lot more momentum than they did last year. I think the biggest issue with the Bucks last year was, can Giannis make that that leap of, as far as making plays when the game's on line? That was a big criticism, especially in 2019 and them losing the bubble in the second round. And he completely shut everybody up in that. And then also the question was with me and a lot of people was, can Chris Middleton be a solid number 2? I think he proved that too. He had a great finals. And so I think that monkey being off their back is going to really, really take them to the next level.
Because it's not
Why
about
you shake your head?
Giannis.
It's not about what?
It wasn't about Chris Middleton or Giannis.
And then what was it about?
You know who it was about.
Who?
You know it wasn't about. You know that defense. You know what that defense was about.
Who?
You know who brought some more heart and soul to that defense?
Don't start with this.
That boy from California.
You talking about Drew Holiday?
That defense. Listen, the thing.
I'm not upset, but no.
I don't think that was the main factor, though. They've always been a good defensive team. It's just when the game was on the line, Giannis and Chris Middleton would disappear.
It wasn't that. They did the same thing now. The difference is they can get stops when they disappear. That was the only difference. You had PJ Tucker that can help you get stops. You had Drew Holiday, who was a monster. And I'm not saying it takes nothing away from Giannis, but that team is a defensive identity team. They have to get stops. They always going to go through scoring rough patches. They only have one really great offensive player. They have one probably all-time top 50 great offensive player, probably 25 great offensive player. And they don't have another guy on the court that's a great offensive player or a good offensive player. They have great defensive players. So getting Drew Holiday completed the cipher as well as PJ Tucker. They could defend for those moments when they couldn't score. When they would have droughts, they could still get stops. You couldn't score on them. The backcourt didn't give up a lot of shit. Bledsoe and Drew Holiday is night and day. Drew is a different kind of dog. So again, creating that defensive cipher is different, man. You filled it up. And now with PJ gone, that hurts. But Portis took another step as well defensively. That team needed to be complete defensive, and it allowed Giannis to be able to figure out what he needed to do when it was time. They got stops when they couldn't score because they went through the same droughts last playoff that they had the year before. The difference is you went through a drought. Like when they held the Nets to 83 points, you went through a drought. That was the difference between the 2 years before that. And it's really important that we give credit to Drew Holiday for completing that defensive cipher. And PJ Tucker for being able to give 6 fouls.
I mean, I feel you, but Drew Holiday is not the reason why I'm looking at them to repeat. I think Giannis this year has to come out, and I think he should win his 3rd MVP this year. For me, it's MVP or bust this year. For Giannis, it's back-to-back or bust. Like, if you want to be one of the all-time greats,
you already want
you already completed Kobe's challenge in terms of challenging you to MVP. But if you're Giannis, if you want to be one of the all-time greats, which I think he's already, to me, in my top 20 all-time.
He already won back-to-back MVPs.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about back-to-back championships. I think if he can get a back-to-back championship under his belt.
Top 15 guy right now.
It's debatable. It's debatable. I can put him there, but it's still debatable. I think for him to go into that upper echelon of like all-time guys, where we put him on the list with the Hakeems, with the Kobes, the Tim Duncans, the Shaqs, and getting a back-to-back and winning the MVP this year is the ultimate test, for Giannis. I think he can do it. I think it's very, 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 very close and very, very well within reason. So I think that he can do it. I think he 100% can do it. And I think that if he does do it, he goes, honestly, to me, like honestly, if he wins MVP this year and back-to-back championships, he's higher on my all-time list than KD.
I would bet he was. He won 2 MVPs. I bet you.
No. That'd be 3 MVPs and 2 championships.
I'm saying if he needs to win 3 MVPs and 2 championships and a defensive player of the year, 2 finals MVP to be better than Kevin Durant, something's wrong with your fucking list.
So
He's
what?
better than a lot of people at that point. He's better than a lot of people. If he wins 3 MVPs, that's as many MVPs as Larry Bird. If he wins a Defensive Player of the Year, there's only 3 players who won an MVP.
Yeah.
There's only 3 players who won. So there's 5 players who won an MVP and Defensive Player of the Year. There's only 5 players. There's only 3 players who won in the same season. There's only 3 players who won a Finals MVP with those things. Trust me, those people are not in the conversation with this guy. He's way past it. He's doing shit that's unprecedented, even if we're not looking at it.
Yeah, I guess, but I also think, but see, this is my thing. I got Steph Curry higher on my list all time than I got KD, and I think if Giannis wins the MVP, back-to-back championships, I'm not gonna put him higher than Steph because Steph still has the back-to-back MVPs and he got 3 rings, but he right on Steph heels for me. Like for me right now, it's Curry 11, KD 12. Giannis wins a ring this year, it's gonna be Curry 11, Giannis 12, KD number 13.
You have Steph Curry on your all-time ranking over Kevin Durant?
Yeah, I do.
Me too.
3 rings. 3 rings, first unanimous MVP, 2 MVPs.
It's not crazy.
He's averaged 32 years. He's averaged 32 years in the league. What are you talking about?
Yeah, me
too. I got Steph Curry over
Kevin Durant.
Well, then tell Kevin Durant to win another ring.
My thoughts on the Bucks are I do think the Bucks lost a little bit. Like I do think losing PJ will matter. Like I think losing PJ will matter. I think PJ Tucker, he's a couple time all defense player. Like it was even
fresh. Who drops a 50-point triple-double in a closeout game?
Yeah, like
TP. It's not the same this type of shit. We looking at something different. We just at the first half of it. This shit is different.
Hey, like, if you saying he better, if you saying he higher all time than KD, then that's you. I ain't saying that yet though.
Triple double closing out.
Yeah, it's crazy. No. Like
this is uncharted territory we going into. We just ahead of it, and he doesn't have the LeBron train of celebration. But this motherfucking Greek man is doing this mother shit. You gotta see it.
No, like game 6 of the finals is actually probably one of the best 3 finals I've ever seen in my life. Magic Johnson, I would say Jordan's last game because Scotty's back was dating still at 45, and Giannis is now wherever you want to rank him is wherever you want to rank him, but it's definitely in like the top 3. But going back to what I was saying,
finals closeout performance ever.
I wouldn't be mad if you said that. But going back to the thing, I think losing PJ will hurt, but they did pick up. I think Grayson Allen, like you said. I think Bobby Portis took a step, but also I think for them, you count on everybody taking a step. I think you count on the fact that
you also get Dante DiVincenzo back. Who's your starting shooter.
Yes.
Who Joe said it didn't matter.
Wait. You do get Dante DiVincenzo back, but also again, I think you count on the team as a whole taking a step just for the fact that we've been there and we've won. We went through adversity. We went through game 7s on the road and won that game. Like, I think you count on the experience. And also, Giannis is still, 25, 26 years old? You count on him getting better. So I do think PJ was a big piece that they lost. Like, even though people would look at him and say, oh, KD put up these numbers on him. Yeah, but on a lot of shots that were there for the game winner or like big shots, he missed them because of PJ Tucker and his good defense. So I do think that you lost that. But again, like you said, you get Dante back. You picked up Grayson Allen. I think you count on the fact that Giannis is still young and improving. You count on Middleton to be better, Holiday to be better. Like Middleton and Holiday won a ring and they also won an Olympic championship same offseason. You think that coming off that, these guys are now proven winners. Like they are winners. Yeah. So you think that you take this into next season and yeah. So I wouldn't say the favorite. Actually, no.
That's fucked up. We're gonna say that, and it's funny because I'm with you.
They are the favorite. They the favorite. I'm sorry.
I wouldn't say they're the favorite.
I wouldn't say the favorite, but like
I would say Nets, Lakers, Bucks, but it should be Bucks.
Yes.
Nets don't have defense.
But you think they gotta again? If everybody is on the court, because we do not know. But you think you have